Hey guys, welcome back to Just Writes a Book. I am Jess, and today I'm going to be talking about quarter 2 of 2025 and my plans for the Rough Draft Challenge in April. I did a video at the beginning of the year talking about my overall goals for 2025, as well as my quarter 1 goals for the year. I will go ahead and link that video down below and in a card above. If you don't know what the Rough Draft Challenge is, it is a new version of NaNoWriMo hosted and created by Sarra Cannon of Heart Breathings. I'll be sure to link her channels below. If you've never watched her content, I highly recommend it. She's an indie author, a content creator, and fellow lover of all things planning and organization. After the whole nano debacle last year, Sarra decided to put together her own writing challenge for November. I participated in that challenge just after having made the change here on YouTube to an AuthorTube channel. And not only did I win November's Rough Draft Challenge and surpass my goal of 25k words, but I also finished Draft 1 of Twisted Loyalties. I vlogged the entire month of November and the Rough Draft Challenge, and will tag that playlist down below. The great thing about the Rough Draft Challenge is that it doesn't only happen once a year. Sarra promised to hold the Rough Draft Challenge multiple times a year, and is following through on that promise by holding another round this coming month in April. So it just so happens that not only is the Rough Draft Challenge happening in April, but it's also the end of quarter 1 at the end of March and the beginning of quarter 2 in April. As someone who has also taken Sarra's HP 90 class, I tend to plan out my year in quarters. I don't fully follow her HP 90 course anymore. I did take it last year and followed it for part of last year, but I have kind of adopted some of the parts of it that did work for me, and planning quarterly is one of those things. That being said, in the rest of this video, I'm going to do a little Q1 wrap up talking about what my goals were for the year, what my goals were specifically for quarter 1 and how those went, and then give a little bit of update for what my goals are looking like now. Then for the second half of the video, I'll be taking us into a quick vlog style segment where I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I'm doing to prep for the Rough Draft Challenge. I've done this kind of video before. It's in that Rough Draft Challenge playlist from November, or I guess that would have been from October probably. But I'll share with you guys, again, how I'm prepping, what I'm doing to get ready, and what my goals are for the Rough Draft Challenge. So thank you so much for being here. I will be vlogging the entirety of the Rough Draft Challenge. The entire month of April, I will be doing weekly vlogs. If you'd like to catch those vlogs and follow along on my writing journey and see how April goes for me, then be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and let's go ahead and jump in right into the rest of the video. I rewatched that video from the beginning of the year talking about my quarter 1 goals and my goals for the year, and some of the goals that I had listed were no means did I get all of those goals met. I did accomplish a fair few of them, but January and the first part of the year were definitely busier, more hectic than I expected. There were definitely a lot of things that happened that I didn't expect, like the passing of our Boston Terrier that we had for 13 years. Nick's health has been stable, but there have been some times when he has had to go to the hospital. We went to Arizona in December, so it was before quarter 1 technically, but he has had a lot of doctor's appointments and follow-ups after that, blood transfusions, all that kind of thing. So there was a lot of stuff that happened in quarter 1 that we weren't anticipating, and those things did kind of affect the outcome of my goals. Another thing that really affected me completing some of those goals is the time of year. I typically love winter. I like when it's dark. I like the cold. I don't mind when it's cloudy and rainy. I don't love the heat, so I'm not someone who particularly loves summer. Spring is okay. I don't love summer, but this year the seasonal depression really hit hard. I wouldn't say depression. I had a lot less energy this year in the winter than I typically do. It was a lot harder to get myself out of bed earlier in the fall, and earlier in 2024 I really made a good habit of getting up early in the mornings and getting a lot of writing done, getting a lot of my to-do lists completed early in the morning, and that just kind of came to a screeching halt in the winter and now into the new year. It has been really hard to get up out of bed when it's still dark. It was getting dark super early, so I kind of just wanted to hang around and relax and not be working all the time, and so the season has definitely affected some of those goals. Of those goals, I got started editing Twisted Loyalties. I am about 7 or 8 chapters in. There are, I think, 32 chapters, so definitely didn't make a huge dent in it, but I did get started at the very least, so I count that as a win. I did plot and outline and begin drafting Project J&J. I've been hoping to finish it, but if you guys have watched my vlogs or been at the end of the lives, then you know that I tend to kind of get distracted easily, and I get pulled into other projects or other ideas that I have. So I did get kind of pulled away from Project J&J, but I'm hoping to come back to it soon. I have started writing a couple of serialized stories in the last few months, so that was definitely a success. I did not take a look at Project Train. I have had so many projects on my mind that I just didn't want to add another one. I already have so many tabs open in my mind that I did not want to add another one, so I'm holding off on that one for now. I may end up coming back to that later on in the year, probably. I did gain another VA client. She is amazing. I love working with her. And I have been reading a lot of articles and watching videos on writing and just kind of honing my craft and learning more. Another of my goals was to post consistently on YouTube, and I just checked, and well, first of all, I checked Google, and it says that we are 13 weeks into 2025, and then I checked YouTube, and I have posted 11 videos so far this year. So 11 out of 13 weeks I have posted, so I would definitely take that as a win. Hopefully I can keep that up for the rest of the year. Another one of my goals was to have a better sleep schedule. This one I can safely say that I have not accomplished. I am horrible about this. I end up on my phone until super late. I get stuck in the TikTok scroll, or if I try to read, I end up reading until like 2 a.m. because I get sucked into a book. I keep telling myself that I'm going to be off my phone by like 9 o'clock at night, and then I'm going to rest and relax and read a physical book and be off screens and get to bed early, and that has just not happened. So that is something that I definitely need to work on. So I'm super excited to jump into quarter 2. A lot of my goals are going to be kind of the same. It's just either going to be on a new project or kind of basically the same thing, but kind of pivoting a little bit. So I would like to finish editing Twisted Loyalties at some point in quarter 2. I want to finish draft 1 of the Sleeping Beauty retelling that I started working on. I would also like to finish draft 1 of Project J&J. I have been, if you've seen my vlogs recently, I have talked about one of the fan fictions that I have been kind of reformatting and slowly revising, and I would like to finish that as well. I would like to continue to read more articles and just watching more videos. I know a lot of people like watching Brandon Sanderson's like seminars on writing. I think they're on YouTube. Would like to jump into some of those. I've watched a couple, but I would like to watch more of them. I had a blog idea that I wanted to start. I started writing a couple of like posts or articles, but I never really finished it. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I haven't really fully decided if I want to do that or not, so I would like to make a decision on that. I definitely still need to work on my sleep schedule. Like I said, I have not really been successful at that one, so that is something that I definitely want to focus on. Another thing that I want to focus on is getting this room cleaned up and kind of keeping it cleaned up. You can see I have a box back here that is still there from when we moved in here almost 5 months ago, so I'd like to get that cleaned up. I have some photos back here on the wall. You can see I've fallen off the wall. I would like to get those back up and taken care of. I've shown clips and other videos of me cleaning up this like TV stand fireplace thing that I have right here, but as you can see, it is covered in stuff again, so I need to get that cleaned up. I really want to get this office cleaned up. Again, I really want to focus on my health, so that includes sleeping, like I said, a sleep schedule, drinking more water, eating better, and I really want to start doing more frequent walks now that it is getting lighter earlier and staying lighter out longer. I would like to start walking more. I have an idea for a series of videos that I would like to do here on YouTube, so I'd like to kind of make a decision on that and get started on it after the Roof Draft Challenge. That'll be in May probably, and then we are going to be going to Disneyland in May, at the end of May, and so I would like to start saving for that. We have part of it paid off already, but going to Disneyland includes boarding our dogs and food, lots of food and snacks and merch, and so I want to save for all of that. So yeah, those are kind of my goals for the second quarter. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is Saturday the 29th now, I think. 29th or 28th. I'm not sure. But I just woke up, so my hair is kind of a mess. We're going to ignore that. I don't think I showed it yesterday, but I was able to get work done for my VA clients. I got the content that needs to go up this first week of April scheduled. Like I said, one of my clients is going to be kind of pausing for the month of April, so I have 2 more posts left that I need to do for her, so I have those done and like sitting in her drafts waiting to be posted. And then the realtor that I work with, I post for him once a week, so I already have 1 post up for this coming week. I would like to try to get a few more done, that way I just have all of his content for the entire month of April ready. I did also send him an email that needs to go out to him at the end of every month, just kind of letting him know what I need for the month to come. I already sent that, so that he already has it. He is out of town this weekend, so I probably won't hear back from him until Monday. At least I sent it, and that is done. So I'm ahead on my VA work, which is awesome. I filled out Sarah's planner, which you guys saw, which is great. We got a grocery order in, which is good. I'm just sitting here kind of figuring out what else I want to do this weekend to prep before the rough draft challenge starts. We're gonna go do a Costco haul. I usually try to do one of those before these challenges, that I can pick up any snacks and stuff that I like. I've been reading the Hunger Games books. I have been trying to reread the books so that I can get to Sunrise on the Reaping, which I do have an audiobook of. So I'm currently about 80% of the way through Mockingjay. So I'm trying to finish those before the challenge starts. I don't know if that'll happen though, because I've been listening to the audiobooks and I've been doing that to and from work and a little bit while at work, and obviously I'm not working over the weekend. So I don't know if I will I'll try to finish Mockingjay at the very least, and then do the others next week. I don't know that I'll be able to finish for sure before the challenge, but I'd like to, if at all possible, only because I know that, especially once I start Sunrise on the Reaping, I'm gonna want to like be sucked into that. The thing that really helped me in November reach my goal was getting up early in the morning and doing my writing before I ever went to work, like getting whatever writing sprints done I needed. I think in November I needed to do like 3 or 4 writing sprints a day in order to hit my writing goal, and I was doing at least 2, maybe 3 of them in the morning before I ever even left for work, so that was really helpful. So I would like to try to do that again. And then I was getting up early Saturday mornings and just like blasting out like 2,000-3,000 words in one sitting. So if I could do that again, that would be great. So I'm sitting here now. I have my laptop, my iPad, I have my regular planner, my planner that I put the rough draft challenge like planner, I guess, into, and I'm just kind of going over everything, figuring out what else I want to get done this weekend before the challenge starts. I would like to get the house cleaned up. I think I talked about that earlier, but I'd like to get the house cleaned up a little bit. See if there's any, like I did yesterday, work on any like big outstanding tasks that I still have for work, so I could kind of clear those out of my schedule for the next week, so that hopefully I can do a lot of writing at work as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of let you guys go here, figure out what I can work on this morning, any other little tasks I can just get off my plate now. I have been watching, there's a booktuber called Gavin. Gavin Reads It All. I've been following him for years. He did a reading vlog. He does like long reading vlogs where he'll read entire like series in one vlog, and he did one for the Hunger Games. He reread the Hunger Games through to Sunrise on the Reaping, and I've been kind of following along on his vlog as I read each book, so that's been really fun to do. And so I had to pause it while I kind of caught up on Mockingjay. So now that I'm like 60% of the way through, I'm gonna catch up on his video. And then I've seen a bunch of my AuthorTube friends have posted some videos this week that I need to catch up on. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my plan for the morning, and then we will see what else I can get up to today to kind of get some stuff off my plate.
But it's just called woke, but it's called weird. And even like when they say that people now think that they are cousins because that's what they said, one more lie the couple has concocted when they started wanting to do personal stories during the games. He was too handsome, too male, and not the least bit willing to smile and be nice to the cameras. They do resemble each other though.
All who are captive, who long to be free, bring all your sorrows, come lay them down. There's beauty for ashes, and there's joy to be found. Sing this out. Oh, there is hope, here in His presence.
Good morning, guys. It is Sunday now. It is about just almost 11. I don't know what I showed you guys yesterday. I think I took some clips at church and a couple of clips at Costco. We did go to Costco and buy some stuff, so it's one thing like off our to-do list for April that I won't have to worry about. I got our bathroom cleaned up. I cleaned up like my side over the counter and stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. And then we got our grocery order in, so I got a bunch of snacks and some drinks and some different things. I figured out our dinners for the month, so that's one less thing I have to worry about for the month. And what else? We are gonna go grab some breakfast today. Denny's is having like a buy one get one for $1 or something, so we're gonna go grab some breakfast. I love a breakfast, so it's the perfect way to like end the weekend. And then I think we're gonna try to come home a little bit early so that I can get my like week set up, get my planner set up for the week, get a plan set for the week. We're gonna clean up the house a bit. I want to try to get like all of our dishes done. We want to like reorganize the pantry. I want to reorganize our closet. So any kind of like organization cleaning stuff that I can do now will be great. I love like a spring cleaning moment, but I don't know how much time I want to devote to that in April. So I'm trying to get like a head start on it now. So yeah, today's really just going to be kind of a reset day, getting things cleaned up, ready for the week, and doing anything that I can ahead of time, basically. So yeah, let's go grab some breakfast. Okay guys, it is a little while later. It is, I don't know what time it is. It's 4 o'clock now. We are back home. We went and picked up some sandwiches for dinner, and did another quick like grocery trip. We had a few more things we had to pick up, so we did that. I am home now, obviously. I'm going to watch this sprint, or not really watch, I have it on in the background. This writing sprint with all these awesome authors and booktubers, and I'm waiting for that to start. But I'm going to spend the next little bit cleaning our shower, giving that a good like wipe down, clean the glass front showers are like, I love our shower. It's really pretty, but it gets like all the streaks and like soap scum and all that stuff. So I'm gonna clean that, clean up our closet, and then go downstairs and clean up down there. So I'm gonna do a little B-roll montage moment of getting all this cleaning done, all the kind of house reset stuff that I like to do before starting one of these writing months. it is later now. It is about 8:45. As you saw, I got a bunch of stuff done around the house. I got our bathroom cleaned up. I cleaned up the closet. I got our kitchen cleaned up. We did our grocery shopping. We did a few grocery hauls actually. And I've gotten my planner set up, the Rough Draft Challenge planner set up. I have cleaned up my desk somewhat. I'll probably work a little bit more on that tomorrow, but for the most part, I've gotten it cleaned up. I've started to get my laptop and iPad and stuff charged up. And I think I have done most of everything that I wanted to do. I have had this routine of prepping before these challenges for a while now. I've been doing Sarah's like Preptober workbooks and planners for the last couple of years now, so I've kind of got that routine down. So I know what things to do and what things really help me throughout the month. Getting my closet cleaned up, I know will really help me, and it makes it a lot easier. I put all of my like work clothes on one side of the closet so that it's easy to go in the morning and just kind of pick something and keep going. I don't really put a lot of like thought into what I'm gonna wear to work unless we have a special event or something, but for the most part I usually just grab a pair of work pants and a sweater or something. Come summer, once it warms up, I usually wear dresses, so it's really easy for me to just go to that side of the closet, grab something and keep going. I really want to get back, I think I talked about this earlier, but I really want to get back onto a routine of getting up early in the morning, trying to like get my Bible study done, get writing done in the morning, and then get as many of those writing sprints in as I can. I realized I started editing this vlog. This is the last clip that I need to add to the vlog. I realized that I didn't really talk about the Rough Draft Challenge itself and like my goals and stuff. I initially intended to do a voiceover for that part, and then I totally forgot to film it. But I guess I can kind of include that a little bit here now. So when I was showing the clips of the planner, I showed that there are 5 different tiers I think that Sarah has this month, or for this challenge. I am going for the 25,000 like tier. I don't remember which. Each tier has like a like the name of a stone or a crystal. I forget what the name is for the 25k, but that's the one I'm gonna go for. That's what I did in November, and it worked out really well for me. I am probably gonna work on the Sleeping Beauty retelling for most of the Rough Draft Challenge. I am, I think, about 4,000 words into it already. Initially, like before I got the idea for this, I had intended to finish Project J&J, but I really want to keep going with the Sleeping Beauty retelling. So I'm gonna go kind of continue in the direction where my like inspiration and motivation is leading me, and then everything else will still be there after. So we'll see. I may end up skipping around, but I do have the intention of trying to focus on Sleeping Beauty retelling, and getting at least 25k words into that. So yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here. Oh, also wanted to say that I will tag Sarah's videos down below, so that if you want more information on the Rough Draft Challenge, you can check out her videos. I didn't go too much into detail about it this time around. I did during Preptober. I think I had like an intro video to the Rough Draft Challenge in November, so I have a Rough Draft Challenge playlist, like I said, so I will go ahead and link that down below, and I think there's a video there that I did kind of go more into depth about it, but I think at this point a lot of people kind of know about it, and yeah, I'm really excited to get started. This month always gets me motivated, not only when it comes to writing, but just kind of everything else. It really helps me to kind of reset, get back on track, get myself motivated again, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, and then after the Rough Draft Challenge ends at the end of April, we will be just a few weeks away from going to Disneyland, so that is like the perfect reward. I'm super excited. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I won't have anything for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of March, and then we will dive right into the Rough Draft Challenge on Wednesday, or on Tuesday, on Tuesday, April 1st, and I will be posting every week from there on. So this video will go up today, and then I have a separate video that is not about the rough draft challenge going up this coming week, and then you will see the first rough draft challenge video the second week of April. So yeah, I'm super excited to bring you guys along on this next challenge with me. Hopefully I can get a lot done. I'm super excited to have you guys follow along. Happy writing. If you're joining the challenge, let me know down below. Let me know what you're working on, what your goals are. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.